Hello, everybody. I'm Brian.
And I'm Ryan. Welcome to the Geek Dad Report for another week of awesome news that we have for you.
Yes, Ryan. As everybody knows who's watching right now, that this is the one show dedicated, created, formulated for busy people to get all the news they need to know so they can keep their valuable time just that valuable. Welcome once again.
And this is brought to you by Watch Play Read. And we hope you guys come check out the site. We'll have a lot of news, and some of the news is actually on the site, so you guys will be able to check everything out from there. So we got a lot of stuff that we need to cover though. So I think we should just get rolling right into this thing.
I couldn't agree with you more. Let's hop right into it. So the first bit of news we got for you guys today is Star Wars news. I wish I had some editing. I'd play the Imperial March song, but Star Wars is getting it digitally download for the very first time. So now you can go to your Apple, iTunes, your Google Play, Amazon Prime probably, and you can download Star Wars Episode 1 through 6.
But not the original cuts of the original series. It is only the special editions that George Lucas did for episodes 4, 5, and 6.
So, well, that's sad, but so yeah,
Yes, very sad.
so unfortunately for the time being, Greedo will still shoot first. However, I did hear just actually today that there may be some momentum towards releasing an edition where Greedo did not shoot first, and that Han is Han and shot Greedo in the face like we all know he did because he was going to take a ship, and that's just not cool. So, bam. But for the time for the time being, right now it is going to be the special edition. So, whether you like them or not, that's what it's going to be. But the good news is that it's Star Wars, so you
Yeah.
can you can they're going to be 19.99. It's a little steep for movies that have been out for a long time, but they're going to come loaded with features. Basically, they're going to have everything that the Blu-ray editions have: deleted scenes, commentaries, and considering how most regular formatted discs are kind of going the way of the dodo right now, digital is the future. So you know they're going to be out there. So that's really good news. The other cool thing is me and Ryan both, if you're got kids or a big Disney fan, there's a Disney Anywhere app that we both use. And it's pretty cool. It has because Star Wars is Disney, you're going to be able to download those and access it to it, and it's great. But anyway,
Oh, I'll be able to get on that. I didn't even think about that.
yeah, it's pretty cool. If you don't know what we're talking about, download it. Pull out all your old Disney Blu-rays, and they'll have access codes in there, and
Well,
you can.
make sure you still have all the inside slip that's got all the codes that come with all your digital editions, because then you just put in the code and then you can either download it to your device that you use. Both of my kids have it on their tablet, so they and there's enough room for them to have 3 movies downloaded on their tablets, and then you can stream the rest at home. So
Yeah,
it's
so
a
Star Wars.
great.
Yeah, it's a great app. And if you buy it on there, you'll be able to either stream it on any device that you have the Disney app on, the Disney Anywhere app, or you can, like Ryan said, you can download. As long as you own it, you can download it, delete it, re-download it. So if you're traveling and you don't have Wi-Fi, you can watch them. So it's a pretty cool app.
Yes.
So big news: Star Wars is coming to digital download just in time, right before Episode 7. So Disney's going to make more and more money. I have like 3 sets of DVDs, VHS, Blu-ray. So just another
Another
$120 I could
investment
throw Disney's way.
into entertainment.
All right, enough time with Star Wars. So, speaking of Disney, we have some Avengers news. Anybody who doesn't know, Avengers is coming to theaters near you very, very, very soon. And so we
And
just
I could
wanted to.
see it before you, Brian.
Don't talk to
So
me.
I'm sorry about
You know
that.
what? I'm just ending the show. I don't. We're done. The show's over. We're breaking up. No, we're not breaking up. I already have my tickets purchased. If you haven't bought your tickets yet, you can go buy your tickets on Fandango or Movie Phone or wherever.
Or you can be a press and go see the advanced
Well, you
screening
can
before
you can be
everybody else.
pressed and still not go see it early. That also happens, but the fact of the matter is we are all going to see Avengers, which why it should come as no surprise that right now people are tracking Avengers as it's going to be probably the highest grossing opening
It's
weekend of all time.
it's gonna make so much damn money. It's not even. It's yeah.
As
It's
of today, 11% of all social media was talking about Avengers. That is 11% of every single social media site. 11% is talking about the Avengers, and we still have 3 weeks before it comes out. So
Mhm.
the previous record is held by, shocker, the Avengers Part 1, and I think it was $207 million for opening weekend. So they're shooting for higher than that right now. I don't know how much higher it can go because that's a ridiculous amount of money, and that's domestic. I don't know what the worldwide number is, but 207, that's a domestic total. So it's going to be big. Get your tickets
It's
now.
gonna be, yeah, they're gonna make too way too much money. But hey, if they keep movies out like that,
Hey,
you
man.
can't complain. And
It's the
it's gonna be
Avengers.
entertaining and it's gonna be worth it. So it's gonna be fun.
It's Avengers. So yeah, if you don't have your tickets now, I highly recommend you go buying it. Going to the box office the day of is probably not a good idea unless you want to see it like a month after it comes out. So a
Mhm.
couple other things about the Avengers. When you do go see the movie, they've announced that there's not going to be a second stinger after the credits. If you don't know what I'm talking about, in the first Avengers, there was the first reveal of Thanos, and then after the credits were over, there was a scene of all the Avengers, a pretty funny scene, all of them sitting at shawarmas eating some whatever they were eating, and it was pretty comical. But that will not be in this. So do not sit and wait for 15 minutes to let all the credits go. You don't need to know who the grip hand was and the best boy and all those people. You will not be rewarded for your time.
But you can stay and appreciate all the people that made the movie. Especially when they get to the digital effects part and it's just like 3 minutes of just a solid list of names like this.
And then special thanks to 780 people. I don't know. I mean, if you like those
Yeah.
kind of things, then you should stay and watch them. But for the rest of us, if you're just waiting for an additional scene, there will not be one.
Yeah.
Whether they said the tone just didn't fit, but it sounds like this is going to be a very Empire Strikes Back type movie, so it may not end on a positive note. We do know the after Ant-Man, Phase 3 is going to be kicked off by Captain America 3: Civil War, so we already know that our heroes are kind of at odds. So I don't think this movie is going to end positively. So they just didn't feel that there was room for you know a funny type scene like there was at the end of the Avengers with the whole Swarmer thing. So there will be a post-credit scene as all Marvel movies have, but it will not. There will not be a secondary one, so don't wait. The one thing we did know is that Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, has been rumored that she's going to be in this. Kevin Feige came out and said that's not going to happen, but Joss Whedon did say there was a mystery Marvel female character that is going to be in this movie that has been previously announced. They said that some people would know her and that she's a pretty cool character. So I have
Who
no
do
idea
you
who
have
it's
any
going to be.
suggestions who you think it might be, or
I'm thinking with Ant-Man coming out, it could be Wasp. I don't know. It could be. I mean, honestly, it could be anything. It could be Gamora coming back from Guardians of the Galaxy. I know she plays a big part in the Infinity Gauntlet saga, which is Avengers. The next set of Avengers movies, is Infinity War. So, at one point in the comic book, she actually possesses the Infinity Gauntlet and has all the powers of that Thanos possesses. So, I mean, she's a big character in the comic. I don't know how much they're going to run in with that in the next set of Avengers movies. So, Avengers, because they're such a big. I mean, that was the first reveal of Thanos with the first Avengers movie. So, I mean, I'm guessing it's probably going to be something big. So it could be something tied in with the Spider-Man universe. If people want to get people a little excited about Spider-Man
yes,
coming on board, maybe a character from the Spider-Man universe. So I don't know, but we'll all find out. We'll all find out
we'll
together
find
soon
out
enough.
soon,
Soon
and then
enough,
we
less than a month
will
away. Avengers. I know
gush
you're gonna
about
go
it.
see it. I'll be there. So we will be
Yeah.
talking plenty about Avengers over the next coming weeks. So uh, next big bit of Marvel news is Daredevil is being finally getting released on Netflix. Well, when as you're watching this, it'll be available on Netflix. So
Yes,
watch it.
it will be way too early in the morning. It'll be 1 o'clock in the morning for me when it comes out tonight, the 9th of April. So hopefully Brian and I will have some. We're gonna watch as much as we can, and then we'll probably do another discuss episode just to kind of give you guys a heads up on what's going on with it, if it's worth your time and stuff. So
Yeah, well, I'm definitely watching. I mean, as soon as we're done airing, I'm
yes,
going to watch it. It'll be on for me at midnight tonight. So, uh, those of you watching us on Friday, yes, we record on Thursday, so we'll be watching at midnight. I'm going to binge watch the whole thing this weekend, and like Ryan said, me, Ryan, and one of our other writers, Caitlin, is we're going to be doing hopefully a roundtable review. So, if you're on the fence about it, you're not sure what it's going to be like, come back and see us probably Sunday or Monday, and we should have something up for you guys. So they did release the first look at his red costume. It looks pretty awesome. Uh, Obviously, there's not really a ton to talk about. We're all very excited, and
Yeah.
it's all going to be on.
We'll save all of the Daredevil stuff for the discussion.
We will save it. The one thing I do want to mention is that there's officially going to be a Agents of Shield. A lot of people are wondering if it's going to tie into Agents of Shield. It is going to tie into Agents of Shield. I guess the tie-in is going to be the villain Absorbing Man. He was shown earlier on season 2 of Agents of Shield. Currently, he's not really living right now, so I'm not sure if they're going to do like a kind of a prequel type, like a before, but it's going to be the same character, and so he does have a tie into Agents of Shield. Obviously, the whole Marvel universe connects, but it's kind of cool. Hopefully, that over time they'll cross connect the shows a little bit more. Um, Also, speaking of Agents of Shield, they are going to apparently they have a rumored spinoff in the works. I have no idea what it's about. Nobody does.
I should start watching that show to get caught up because I am on episode 8 of season 1. So
Well, you are right when it starts getting good. When it ties into the Winter Soldier, it gets awesome. But yeah, Agents of Shield's a cool show. They're not gonna do a backdoor pilot type thing like they did with Arrow and Flash. It's just gonna be it's gonna be about there's a story arc that they're going through. That's gonna be the story that they base the new show off of. Obviously, ABC hasn't approved it yet. It's all in development. Also, too, on that note, there's been no word about season 2 of Agent Carter yet.
I hope they bring that back.
I do too.
That was one of the few shows I could get my wife into that were like kind of nerdy and stuff like that. So
Yeah, it
I
was.
like Agent Carter.
Agent Carter was a very good show. No word. Supposedly, they're about 60% chance that they're going to bring it back. Hopefully, they do bring it back. I was a big fan of that. Another show, I don't want to spend too much time on this. This is kind of old news, but another show I just wanted to remind everybody is that Constantine, if you're a big Constantine fan, or if you like the show like I did, is on NBC. A lot of people didn't watch it, unfortunately. Its future is up in the air, and it is going to be decided at the end of this month. So,
If you don't want to see Brian cry,
don't see me cry.
go
Go to
try and support the stupid Constantine that nobody really gives a crap about.
I
So
give a crap about it. All you have to do is go to Twitter and hashtag save Constantine, send it to NBC, blow it up. If you want to see the show come back, they've got some really cool stuff planned for season 2 with Doctor Fate and a lot of other stuff. It's a good show. It took a little while to get into. If you haven't watched it, I recommend watching. It's only 13 episodes, but anyway. Save Constantine, hashtag save Constantine.
or you do
Show that
hashtag Lolstatine because you don't care.
Don't listen to him. Just hashtag save Constantine. Do it for me, please, or I will cry like a little girl, and you'll all make fun of me and send me evil tweets and aim me. One show that is not in danger of being canceled ever is Game of Thrones, and it is starting back up again. Season 5 starts on Sunday.
Ah, and for you book people, it is books 5 and 6 that they're going to be covering this season. So
Can't
that'll
really
be
say much
it.
about it. It's Game of
Yeah.
Thrones. You know you're going to watch it. If you haven't watched Game of Thrones, now's a good time. HBO did just finally launch their HBO Now. If you're an Apple user, you can subscribe for free. You get a free 30-day trial, which means you can catch up if you have no time and a lot of time to watch TV. You can catch up all on every season of Game of Thrones and be ready for the new season. So watch Game of Thrones for free.
And
Or
the
just watch
other
it.
services like is it Comcast or something? I can't
No,
remember.
it's not Comcast. It's the HBO Now service they're doing it all through. They made a partnership with Apple, Apple TV, iPad. You can pay I think it's $15 a month and you can get HBO. And it streams right
Yeah,
through
but
the
they
service.
also have another partner that's for over the internet.
Oh, do
But
they?
it's only for people that are subscribers to that service.
Okay. Well,
Use
find
your Apple
HBO.
device.
If you don't have any of that stuff and you don't want to pay $15, just find somebody and beg them for their HBO Go password because we'll hand it out. We all want to suffer together as our favorite characters are murdered on Game of Thrones. So season 5 starts Sunday. We're very excited. Uh, some Deadpool news because we can't go a single week without Deadpool because Deadpool is awesome. Sadly,
Because their
Deadpool.
marketing is going to be just as good as the movie.
We're going to talk about the marketing because that's kind of what we want to talk about. Deadpool. If you don't know, Deadpool was killed recently. Spoiler alert! In the comic books, issue 250 of Deadpool, he bites the bullet. It's been long. They've been Marvel's kind of like what they did with Wolverine. They've been saying they're going to kill him, so it's not necessarily a giant spoiler. I won't tell you how they kill him in case you don't want to be, don't want the comic book ruined. It's it's very Deadpool how
Go
he
by the
dies.
comics.
It's very Deadpool, so buy the comic. But he is dead. A lot of people, including myself, believe this is Marvel once again killing off any property that Fox owns the rights to in the comic book world because they, like we said on an earlier show, is in a blood feud with Marvel and Fox are duking it out in Game of Thrones style. So Daredevil is dead, but Ryan Reynolds' movie Daredevil is very much alive, and he is right now he's just winning the internet. I mean, he's just winning all marketing. He's winning everything. Hopefully, if this movie is good, which we hope it is, this marketing campaign will be like taught in schools on how to market a movie. Uh, what I'm talking about is this latest tweet he just put out. He had himself in the full Daredevil costume, sitting on a toilet reading Daredevil 250.
And it says it smells like something died in here, or
smells like
something along those kind of lines. But
smells like something died in here. So very fourth wall, very Daredevil, and it's just I don't know. I don't got anything else to say. I just Ryan Reynolds, you're the man. It's your marketing is.
just keep doing what you're doing, and we're all happy for it.
I can't wait to see this movie. If you're a big fan of the comic book, they are going to do. They're leading up to their new Secret Marvel's leading up to the new Secret Wars event. They are one of the series is going to be a Daredevil series or Deadpool series, but it's going to be Deadpool's kind of adventures back in the 1980s Secret Wars. So it'll be the 80s version of Deadpool. So you will get a monthly Deadpool comic. It just won't be this Deadpool. It'll be the 1980s Deadpool. So fear not, there will still be some Deadpool, just not any brand new Deadpool. So at least not until the movie cut. But it is comic books, and everybody dies at least once or twice or 20 times, and they almost always come back. So I'm sure Deadpool will be around at some point once Marvel gets the rights back.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. Uh, just a couple moving on to a couple of movie news things here real quick. Since Disney's obsessed with live actions, Pinocchio, you can add Pinocchio now to the live action movies getting a live action make. Yeah, I don't know. I give up. We got kids. I'm sure I'll have to watch it. Olivia Wilde and Garrett Hedlund have been confirmed they will be back for Tron 3, which is titled Tron Ascension, apparently. So cool news about that. I don't think there's really any doubt, but anyway.
I'm excited for it. I don't care what they do. It could be the stupidest marketing and everything. I'm still gonna go see it no matter what. So
Uh, pretty much. Well, we'll go see him. We
yeah,
have no choice.
Tron 3. I'm gonna see it no matter what.
We have no choice. Tron is Tron. You lived in the '80s. You're gonna go see Tron. So, uh,
Yeah.
a couple other little hits real quick is Fantastic Four. We've kind of talked a little bit about Fantastic Four. It hasn't really struck any of us as being great, being fantastic, but it's the last couple of trailers. They had an international one that looks it's kind of making it look a little bit better, and today they just finally released your actual first real look at the thing. We posted on the website. He actually looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's a lot better than the rubber suit that they made. What's his face? Mike Chiklis,
Shitla's the
whatever.
Shield.
Yeah, Shield guy. Better than the rubber suit that they made him wear. So yeah, it looks awesome, and it kind of does get me a little more excited for the movie. So I don't know. We'll see as it keeps coming out. I mean, my expectations do rise a little bit after every kind of small tidbit that they give us. So
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that they've been holding back a lot of this stuff because they don't want. I mean, with Age of Ultron coming out, it's just dominating everything. So I'm kind of hoping that they're holding it back a little bit, just so once that's run its course, the movie I believe comes out in July, so they've got a little bit of time to market. But some of the things are coming out. I'm starting to get a little more excited about it. So hopefully it's kind of cool. Well, hopefully it'll be good. So we'll see. Another first look that kind of showed today, released today, was we got a first real good look at Yellow Jacket from the Ant-Man movie. He's the villain. He'll be facing off against Paul Rudd's Ant-Man, and he looked awesome. I don't know.
yeah, it looks sweet. I don't know anything about him, but from the pictures, like that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's all over Facebook. We'll try and get it up on the website, but check it out. It looks pretty cool. Obviously, as Ant-Man gets closer, I'm sure there'll be a lot more Marvel marketing behind it, and we'll see a lot more stuff. But everything I've seen so far with that movie, it's Marvel. It'll be awesome. So just take my money. I'll be there opening day. We'll go see it. Last couple things we have real quick is speaking also of first looks is David Ayer, the the director of the new Suicide Squad movie, released the first kind of screen picture of the entire cast in their first reading, for the most part, minus Jared Leto, but they later released a picture of him taking a picture. He's got green hair, taking a picture in the old kind of reminiscent of the Killing Joke, the classic Batman story. So I don't know. What do you think?
I thought it was pretty interesting. There's like three people that they hadn't announced for in the cast yet that were actually in the photo. Um, and I can't remember their names, but
Well, he did. Ryan did
it's
write
on the
all about it.
website.
It's on the website.
It's There's three guys on the far right. And yeah, they haven't been announced yet, and we don't know what characters they're playing, and the whole rumor mill is spinning in full speed. So, but yeah, it's a pretty interesting cast picture. Like I totally forgot Will Smith within the movie. Like, oh hey, why is Will Smith there? And then oh yeah,
I saw Mr. Echo. He was there.
yeah.
As
So,
reported last week, Mr. Echo was part of the
what's the
cast.
Fresh Prince doing out here?
Yeah, Fresh Prince and Mr. Echo, man. If they're all on an island, I'm not going to watch the movie. I'm just going to say that right now.
Yeah, it's I hope it's kind of like the one that the DC animated that we both seen that we
Yeah.
and
I think so. I think it's kind of the direction they're going. So I don't know. We're pretty excited. But head over to the website, check out the link, and we'll try and update it. Like I said, they have Ryan posted the or the picture of the first reading, but they're recently just released a Jared Leto picture that's pretty cool too. So we'll try and throw that up there. So that's about all the time we got for you in news. We've already ran a little long. This is going to be after our last week. We finally got it under 20 minutes. We're going to blow the time right away again. So, but whatever.
oh well.
Oh well. So now we get to our recommendation part of the segment, the what you should or should not waste your time on this week. Ryan, as always.
Uh, I and damn it, Caitlin, who is our film critic at Watch Play Read. She got Brian starting watching this show, and then they keep talking about it in the chat, and I really have no time to add to my already busy schedule of stuff that I need to get caught up on. But I watched the pilot for iZombie on the CW, and I started the second episode almost immediately after. I haven't finished it yet, but I would recommend iZombie. It's actually I completely put it off. Like I wasn't gonna watch it or do anything with it, and then ah, so now I gotta find time to get caught up on that damn show because it was funny. I really like the interactions, between all the characters and stuff. So yeah, and she's a zombie, but she's alive, and I really liked it a lot. So that is my recommendation for this week. Caitlin, you suck.
Well, Ryan's right. Caitlin does. She does suck. She gets us hooked on all kinds of cool stuff. But no, thank you, Caitlin. She got me also hooked on iZombie. It's a great show. It's if you're a fan of Veronica Mars, it's by the same people who did Veronica Mars. It's got a very Veronica Mars feel to it.
It's
Just kind of
different. It's something different that you don't really get. So
it is. It's definitely
it's
different from all the
appreciated.
comic book properties out there. If you're not like a fan of the Flash or Arrow or comic booky, don't be put off by a zombie. It's not your typical comic book type story. It's actually really good. So I agree with you, Ryan. You should watch iZombie. So my recommendation of the week, in honor of Daredevil being released, you know, today, is
Yeah, in a couple hours.
Daredevil Yellow. I like props; they're pretty.
Why is he yellow?
Well, I will get to that in a second. It's written by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. They do a lot of comic books together, and they have this whole color series. So they did, like I said, Daredevil Yellow. They did a Hulk Gray, a Superman Blue, and basically these stories all tend to be a very personal story. They're not your typical comic books. They're much more of a gritty tale of I don't know. They're mostly told from a first person point of view from the character that they're writing about. This one is one of my favorites in particular just because it tells the early years of Matt Murdock, and it tells a lot about his relationship with his father. And a lot of people, if you don't know, Matt Murdock has gone through a couple. In the new show, he's going to have his black costume, and then he's going to have his actual red Daredevil that everybody knows. But he originally started out with yellow before he donned the red, and and at least I think he did. But at least at one point he was in yellow. And in this, it goes into depth of why he's yellow. I won't give it too much away, but it's a
Because he's
personal story.
blind and he can't see what color it was. So
He actually thought it was red, and somebody tricked him. But no, it's actually a pretty good story. It doesn't follow one villain. There's multiple villains, so it's not like one giant overarching story. It's just kind of like the everyday life. It's all the stuff that he goes through being Daredevil, and how hard it is for him to be Daredevil. And it has a lot of story with Karen, who's his love interest on the show and in the comic. And so anyway, it's a very good story. I highly recommend checking it out. Also, too, if you want to know more about the TV show, Daredevil, Man Without Fear. It's the classic Frank Miller telling of Daredevil. It's kind of did to Daredevil what Batman Year One did for Batman. It's really good. It's most of what the TV show is based on, and it's great. So Daredevil Yellow, Daredevil, Man Without Fear. I highly recommend checking them out. So it's about all the time we got. We ran super long tonight, so we won't try and take up too much of your time. But Ryan and I did want to thank everyone for continuing to come to our show. Last week was one of our best episodes so far, and we'd like to thank you guys. Without you guys, it wouldn't all this
you guys
glory
are
wouldn't be
awesome.
possible.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, we have
And sorry about my whole screen falling down last episode. It was my great shame, and I will bear it.
after the train wreck last week, we purposely tried to keep it a little more professional tonight. So let us know if you hated it. If you liked the train wrecks, we'd be more than happy to. I can have this bookshelf fall right on my head. Ryan
If you
can
want us to
roast it all
start
down.
busting out all the props, I couldn't find anything, toys or any something to play with. But if you guys like that kind of stuff, with us being, super extra dorky, then we're gonna fall out on you
We'll
guys.
go full on there, but
Yeah.
definitely thank you once again. Please like, share, let everybody know about us. The better, the more views we get, the better we can do. We got all kinds of cool things in the works, and hopefully like
And
the upgrade to
subscribe.
HD. Subscribe to the floating thing below us that's down there somewhere.
It's
Um,
not there.
it is there. It's down.
I'm just
Well,
pointing at my shirt.
I'm pointing at his shirt. But subscribe to our channel. Like I said, like us on Facebook. Go to the website, check us out, and we're here for you. So hopefully we bring many more shows. So until next week, adios.